The first time I went to a Dog Brothers gathering, one of my teammates had lost a loved one. His girlfriend's father passed away. They were close. And so he wrote a tribute on his stick to that man, and it meant a lot to him, and I thought that was a really cool thing for him to do. And then the day before we were to fight, we were out in the park training with the North Hollywood dogs, and I got a phone call and found out that my great uncle, Gordon Mark, had passed away that day, suddenly. And there was nothing to do about it. I couldn't jump on a plane and go home. So I took the idea and I wrote on my stick, "In loving memory of Gordon Mark," and I put the date here. And I fought the next day, and I fought thinking of him, and I bent the stick. I was fighting Boodog, and I made a mistake. I was trying to choke him out with the stick in the wrong side. Should have been here. And I bent this stick, and it's been bent ever since. I didn't even try to straighten it. I think I lost that fight, but I learned a lot from that fight. And I fought in gatherings and tribal gatherings in the US a lot with this stick. But that wasn't the end of my story. In the years after that, one of the people that was at my first gathering, Howard Mandel, not the actor, but a philanthropist and an educator, had kind of a big impact on me. He recognized me as an educator. He recognized some positive attributes and fed that back to me. And it was really positive for me. And so when I discovered that he had been fighting cancer during that first gathering and since, and when I found out that he wasn't going to make some of the events that I was going to go to, I decided that my second stick would pay tribute to him. So I wrote the treatment that he was currently undergoing and the reason he was going to miss the gathering we're going to, and I placed his name, Howie, on the stick. And so this became the Howie stick. And I fought in Europe, in the US, and in Canada with this stick. I earned my Dog Brothers name fighting with these sticks as a pair and in single fights. And so I was very proud to receive my Dog Brothers name with these two sticks. And at this point, if my calculations are correct, these sticks have been in 70 full contact Dog Brother matches. I never train with them, I don't practice with them, only fight with them at the Dog Brothers. And they're pretty much destroyed at this point. And so I've retired them. So going forward, I took last year off, and during that off time, I focused on training with this group of people, the SSBD family, or Silat, Sufi, and Beladiri, in particular with Mal Morni, but with the entire group. And it's definitely my hope that some of this training is going to shine through during my fights, and that I do them honor. So I have placed their name on the stick, and I hope that it does bring them some honor and some happiness and some pride. But during this entire time, one of my friends, so this is 6 years now, one of my friends, Ross, he suffered some medical problems and then complications from the solutions to those problems. And he has been in and out of hospital and in and out of the gym for the past 6 years while these complications have been persistently there. And, you know, he's just been pushing through. So he and his wife have been fighting a very long fight, finding hope, where I think a lot of people would have been discouraged, and keeping in touch with their friends and just generally being awesome people. And so because I see that as a true fight and the way that they bring joy to their friendships and to their lives, I think that they're real warriors in that. And I look up to him as one of the both of them as some of the toughest people I know. So I'm also dedicating my fights to Ross and Robin Goodfellow. So the first time I went to the gathering, I had my mask, and it was just a plain fencing mask. And I noticed that a lot of the Dog Brothers had painted their masks in ways that were important to them. You know, they meant something. So I came back and I had a lot of different ideas, some of them kind of cheesy and corny. And I asked my friend, Robin Lee, who incidentally painted this logo on our wall by hand. She's now one of the top tattoo artists in our city, works at Seven Crowns. And I asked her to do a design for me, and she looked at my material, and I think she thought, no, I don't feel good about throwing you into a fight with that kind of artwork. And she's like, just let me do something here. And she showed me her ideas, and I found it haunting. And so I can honestly say I find it haunting every time I look at this mask. It's been reshaped significantly by my various fights. But it's a beautiful mask, kabuki theater style, and I think that this is the kind of energy that she wanted to imbue this mask with, and I take that to my fights. So this Saturday, I'll be fighting at the next Canadian Dog Brothers gathering, and I hope to fight well and bring honor to the people that I'm remembering, the people that are still with me, and the people that I train with. So we'll see how it goes, and maybe we'll talk again after the matches. Be well.